I'm going to explain the rules of Elawa, a game for 2 to 4 players by Yoann Goupy and Corentin Lebras, artwork by Elsa Roman and published by Bombix. In Elawa, go back in time and form your tribe by collecting cards of prehistoric people, tools, huts, and storage. Create the best combinations to earn maximum points and win the game. Place the fire in the center of the table. Shuffle the tribe cards face down. Form 6 piles of 10 cards each and place them face up around the fire. Mix the resource tokens face down. Form 6 piles of 5 resources each and place 1 pile face up in front of each pile of cards. Form another pile of resources and place it face down on the fire. This is the center pile and should contain 6 resources for 2 players, 8 resources for 3 players, and 10 resources for 4 players. The remaining face-down resource tokens form the resource pool. Each of you takes one of the chieftain cards, and then you decide together which side you would like to play with for this game. For your first game, it's best to use the normal side without additional powers. The person with the lowest number on their chieftain card starts the game. Starting with this player and going clockwise, each player in turn takes a tribe card from the center of the table with the associated resources, plays 1 or more tribe cards from their hand, uses their storage cards and manages their resources as necessary. On your turn, start by choosing the card from the center of the table that you will add to your hand. Then take the number of resources that can be seen on the chosen card. To do this, start by taking the top reserve token from the pile in front of the next card going clockwise, then continue taking the top token from each pile after that until you've collected the number of resources shown on the card. When you've finished one of the 6 resource piles, take an additional resource token from the center pile and form a new pile of 5 resources from the pool. If the pool is empty, mix the discarded resource tokens to form a new pool. If a tribe card pile is empty, you can no longer take cards from it, but the resource pile in front of it stays in place and it's replaced when finished. These collected resources are placed on your chieftain card and form your reserve of available resources. Finally, add your chosen card to your hand and play, if you wish, 1 or more tribe cards, paying their resource cost. Bones are wild cards and can replace any resource. To play certain cards, you'll need to discard a card from your hand in addition to play the required resources. Place the card you have played in front of you. It will now count towards your victory points at the end of the game. If the card has an immediate effect, apply it. This may involve taking a visible tribe card into your hand without taking the associated resources, or taking a resource at random from the pool. Some tribes cards let you store reserves that will earn you points at the end of the game. On each of these cards, you can place an available resource corresponding to the one shown on the card once per turn. At the end of your turn, you cannot have more resources than the number of spots on your chieftain, so excess resources must be discarded, and it is now the turn of the next player. The game ends when the last resource has been taken from the center pile. End the current round so that everyone has played the same number of times, and then each player counts their points. Add up the points for each tribe card placed in front of you. Some give you fixed points. Some give you points for every card of the indicated color or type in your tribe. Some give you points for every resource placed on the card. And some give you points for every different kind of resource placed on the card. The player with the most victory points wins the game. In case of a tie, the player with the most available resources wins. On their advanced side, the chieftains each have a power. These include discarding 1 less resource or sacrifice when you place a second card in front of you during your turn, taking a tribe card without its associated resources when you finish one of the 6 resource piles, taking an additional resource from the pool when you choose a tribe card that normally only allows you to take 1 resource, or skipping a pile when collecting resources. Enjoy your game!